In the penultimate episode of the West Ham career mode, we did get a new manager and a new player. Declan Rice returns to his West Ham home ground, and Unai Emery, our ex-rival, joins us. As can the pairing work together, get goals for West Ham in the Champions League as well with the round of 16, repairing the misfortunes of a terrible start to the season, as this is it, people, the West Ham finale. As yes, people, I know I've just said that, but I've got to say it every time, and we have to rebuild our league form in 12. But I made no mistake, and yes, I just said the right thing. It was supposed to be the finale on Friday initially. But with FC 25 then, I don't really want to carry on this save, especially when results going against us that badly. You can see the league form is absolutely terrible, but some games to repair the league form, and we are going to sim through these. Starting with Bournemouth. Now, we are without some main players, a 2-1 win right there. And yes, that's repairing the Prem League. But what about this? We've got the Carabao Cup quarters with Coventry still in the draw, Brentford still in the draw. I wouldn't mind a win here, and yes, we're not rotating. And a 3-0 win does put us in a quarter-final where we will host Arsenal. And this is going to get interesting because, of course, it's Unai's ex-team, and we can't really play them. With this being the finale, I do want to prioritise the Champions League. And look on that side of the draw, apart from the game that's played above us, Wolfsburg and Atlanta, I don't mind playing any of those, Monaco, Ajax, if they can pull off big upsets. I might actually fancy us as Šeško. I didn't put him back in, he's got very unhappy, but he did have a suspension. As United's gonna just bring him into his office to make sure there's no issues. Benjamin, are you okay? I saw you was unhappy in training. Well, I did get suspended and I was a little annoyed I didn't play, but it's understandable. Plus, I know we have harder games coming up. And Unai agrees, saying he will be playing against Arsenal ahead of Leonardo, who might share some Champs League game time. And I thought that would work, but it hasn't made Šeško any happier, and Leonardo on the bench has gone from content to unhappy. Oh dear, and oh well, I guess, as he's going to be starting this game. You can see he's got Cunningham in support, and Paqueta is suspended. Stupid game to get suspended for, and a loss. It is a 2-0 win, and Smith Rowe, he's bloody at Fulham. At least Jared Bowen did score and Paqueta's back for this, but we get beat 2-1. Again, a loss. And look at them semi-finals, man. Coventry and Brentford. We would have faced Brentford if we could have just beaten the Gunners. And that now upsets Rice, who's got all them red thumbs down because he's just moved from Arsenal and he's got injured straight away at the Hammers. Still only a 3-week injury, and he might just squeeze back for the away leg at the Wanda Metropolitano against Atleti. And yes, that does mean we are skipping through a transfer window. I don't want to spend any money, and I rejected bids for Kudus and for Paqueta, as Rice is inches away. I might try him on the bench instead of Soler right there. And this is the team we are playing, and we are simming the first leg. And yes, Cunningham is in the cam position. I'm still trusting the youngster. I didn't even realise as well, he's got 5-star, 5-star, so if he can cause some trouble, I would really appreciate it. As we have one shot, one at this Champions League trophy, and a 0-0 in the away leg is not the worst thing at all. And guess what? Rice is actually back for this game, and I am going to change it up with Guido being trusted. Knockout Champions League, and it's Simeone versus Emre. The battle of the tacticians, but ours is slightly more attacking. Glad we have this manager, and of course, Cunningham and Šeško have been good linking up, but I'm going to go with Paqueta in the advance role. Just that Europe experience from his days at Lyonnais, and we know West Ham can do it, cause shocks in Europe, I mean. But also Atleti, as that has gone in. How has that gone in? That's completely surprised me. A dreadful start at home, as I don't even know the player that's done it. Is it Ezekiel Palacios? That is just a P-roller. A dandelion cutter, literally daisy cutter, whatever you call it, just rolling inside netting. I think Lunin should do better. Against an old rival, of course, from his Real Madrid days, and that's a terrible tackle on Bowen. Atleti football kicking in. Now they've got their goal, they will sit on it as Wan-Bissaka round the corner to Jared Bowen, looking for Šeško at the near post, and it's off the post. Tap it in. It's in from Lucas Paqueta, and both keepers doing badly. Paqueta levelling it up. That is why we're playing our number 10 in the advanced position. We've had trouble in the past. That's a lucky reply. Pavlidis and Paqueta. Now, he just got a goal before they could sit back. They've got to come out now. And that's really a good time to score. Knocking on their door, rather surprisingly, Guendouzi. That is such an athletic player. A good tackle from Guido. Not sure on the pass, but Guido is doing his role better. That is Paqueta injured, man. Every time a player plays can, but we cannot stop for the injury because Declan Rice is through and he's overtouched it. My days. That should have been the goal to put us in front in this game. And at least Paqueta's back on his feet. I actually might risk him for the rest of the game as he needs to make a run right there. An injured Paqueta, he needs to grab his brace right there. A save from Oblak, and do we take him off here? I'm gonna have to do it. Right, Theodore Cunningham, you had your chance in Europe and you're getting it in the knockouts now. What a rise to fame he's had, as Guido's playing phenomenally well now. He knows Declan Rice was here to steal his position, and that is a perfectly released ball because it's let Kudus get inside of his man, Kudus to dangle it in, and Šeško to dive at it. Actually, very funny. He had no chance at getting that ball, but he does right here with a good pass. Šeško on the angle, and I've got to say, Oblak, a little bit shaky in this game now. He's going to be an ancient keeper, and a keeper we looked at signing. Is that a psychological effect? Maybe he wanted to be here as Šeško's got to run. It is Benjamin Šeško. How has he missed? At least we have brought another striker on now, Marcus Leonardo. I said he'd get his chance in the Champions League. He was the main man in Europe when we disappointed last year, as that's a disappointing pass. Come on, nothing sloppy right now. This is Atleti Madrid. They'll be a good team as Cunningham. He's looking for Kudus. Bad touch. Kudus rolls it in. And a goal from the man that Manchester United, Chelsea, all the big clubs wanted, but he's stuck by West Ham, the team that gave him his chance, and it's telling me to take him off. No way. A bad touch from Tar, and we've punished Atleti, as this could be a dream result. Kudus cutting inside of the field, and Kudus allowed time again. He's going to try it from range. That's the game over. Whatever he tries goes in. 2 for Kudus, and what an absolute screamer. Didn't even finish celebrating the first one, and he's got the second, absolutely killing the tie-off, and that is an all-round screamer. West Ham winners in the UCL knockout rounds. The man we signed from Ajax letting us do an Ajax. As even the papers agree, can the West Ham ex-Ajax star make them do an Ajax fairy tale-like story? I bloody well hope so, as Paqueta with the bruised leg. An 8-day injury, at least he will be back sometime. Sooner rather than later, and the Premier League's repairing itself. Only 11 games left. But now, we're not caring about it, because we've got this thing called the Champions League on our minds. Paris, Madrid, City, and Arsenal. They're all the big teams. Now, Milan is huge, but I reckon we could beat Milan. Could have beat Wolfsburg, naturally. They're the team I wanted, as we have everybody fit. Paqueta in the cam slots. Oh dear, though. A 3-1 loss. Jimenez, Kudus, Musa, and Jimenez again for Milan. Yeah, this man, the danger. Not Leao, who is an 89 rating, and they do have Fulkrug. As Unai pulls his captain, Gaia, into the office again, saying, Jose, I know you used to know Fulkrug well. Both experienced players, and both played well for 2 years, and you know him inside out, so I want you in his head. The Champions League is tactical, and I need you to be tactical. So go out there, get the boys riled up as my captain, and do not let me down. We can come back here. And if our manager believes, why can't we? We've got Eze back on the bench. I've actually gone for an attacking bench this time. If we just play to the potential, I believe we can beat Milan right here. And Šeško, he's through immediately. Good save. Courtois with the stop, as now Kudus with a short corner. Come on, the fans must be on our side. Guido to strike that. Good bit of early pressure, as now Gaia, the man he spoke to. That's a brilliant cutaway, Gaia. And uses Kudus on the run. Kudus across the goal. He scored 11 minutes into the game. It is a chance for us. 3-2 on aggregates. Kudus with the goal. It was Jose Gaya who won the ball. A brilliant pass to keep him onside. And look at me in the camera. I truly am sweating here as we need another goal now. Come on. Very nice time to score. At home, fans behind us. 11v11. We really don't want a red card. Guido, come on. You've got to do better. As Jimenez. Good tackle, Alvarez. Just what we needed. But they love to win the ball back. And then Akanji, a Champions League winner. Onto Šeško, who needs to do well. Keeping Leonardo out the team as what a ball. Wan-Bissaka still getting forward. We need to get back into this game. Wan-Bissaka on a run. He's going to pull it towards Kudus. Channeling our inner, I think it's Newcastle versus PSG when it was 4-1 at St. James's Park, as there goes another injury. Paqueta again, I believe it was, as Rice running the wings. I actually do want to change formation as Šeško snuck in right there. Tomori, wrong side of him. It is Benjamin Šeško who gets it in the top corner, and we're already level. Look at this celebration as well. A little bit early, lads. I don't know why his captain's even doing it. He's too old to do them things. But what a finish, Šeško. He's only 22 years of age, and what a finish this is. Left peg, top bins. As there's a few walking wounded out there, you can see Paqueta's hit the deck at halftime. Few walking wounded as I'm going to go crazy here, changing the tactics, going very gung-ho. Harry Maguire on the field, our new captain, as Jurasek on the field as well. He hasn't played in months. But what I'm noticing here is pace is beating these when Šeško does get a chance to go through. Somerville on the chase there. I feel the longer we do go on, the more likely they score next. Just look at that from Somerville, a nutmeg. And now he's on the run against Tomori, getting around him. Kanate isn't coming across. It is Crescencio Somerville catching Milan on the break. 3-0 West Ham with the Gareth Bale celebration, and this is the Gareth Bale turnaround against the Milan team. He did it when he was very young, and Somerville with the run may have completed one historic comeback. Still do our defensive duties as Jurasek very far back. No, keep attacking. If we get another goal, they're completely killed off. And we are doing what Newcastle did to PSG to the full here. As Rice with that ping out to Kudus, and now Somerville. Šeško out of his feet. It's a poor shot, but not saved. Or not saved very well as Declan Rice. That's why we got him back. Šeško, back heel. Eze, he's Mr. Champions League with what he did against Lens. And that is a killer ball as Šeško to kill the game. That was a big chance. And Rice just dribble with it and now cut inside and shoot. Now, wherever this ball goes, there shouldn't be much time left. Even stops them from whacking it. A historic comeback. West Ham United, West Ham from London, have just made the Champions League semi-finals. As Unai Emery asked what he thinks to that game, and he calmly says he always thought it was going to happen. I've got faith in my team, and that shows why I was right to have so. What a win for West Ham, and we will celebrate that thoroughly. Phenomenal, but we have got some walking wounded. Paqueta 3 months. Guido only 5 days, and that is a real shame because Paqueta I was growing to love in this team, but we do have Eze back and we do have Cunningham, who didn't get on in that game, but he may get on in the next one. As who do we have in the next one? Please be Wolfsburg. It's going to be Manchester City. PSG got Ajax, man. Just give us Ajax. Then again, we've beaten City before, very early in this save. And our team right now is better than it was earlier in the save. And look at that, when we play them, we actually play them in the league as well. So City 3 times in a row. Don't really look forward to that. But hey, the Premier League is really not our focus today in the finale. As 1-0, Ake sent off for City. And look at that, we drew 2-2 at home in the league. So all we've got to do is find a goal, and it's a smaller comeback than Milan. But who am I actually kidding? This is a huge ask, and somehow we've ended up with the home leg second each game this year. Is that why we're doing so well? And we've got Declan Rice, a rival in real life, and also Manuel Akanji, a real life player who's won it all at City. Need a leaf out of his book, as it's not 2 goals we need to grab, but 1. But then it's City as Erling Haaland, very close. Connection vitally missed though. Imagine if we do beat City and PSG are beaten. a Champions League final for the ages against Ajax. But early signs here, not very good. As Eze, no, that is a terrible ball. Where's Paqueta when you need him in the midfield? Really could do with him back, as Wan-Bissaka recovers very well though and uses Eze. Good passing, very quick, very sharp, and Kudus around his man right there, poking it for Eze. Šeško pulls away. Benjamin Šeško, what a save. I think I'm actually angry at that one, but with my stress levels after the last game, I can't really be angry. Got to keep on focusing as Bowen slipped behind. Jared Bowen just wide. Another closest call as Edson Alvarez. Free kick here, and Kudus with the spin. It's a ball just over Jared Bowen as we are slightly on top. I'm not going to make the changes I did last time. Just go with Somerville. I really liked his pace last time out. So yeah, not changing formation, just changing a little bit of an outlet. Jared Bowen being poor. Mostly saved now, which isn't really like him. And Guido's just got back from injury. We don't have Paqueta on the bench. And you know what that means? UCL semi-final for Theodore Cunningham. If this was a longer save, he would be a star. But we only found him season 2, as Eze's have to move back, and I'm a bit worried about that because his passing has been terrible up to now because Cunningham onto the field. It's Theodore Cunningham, and he's done it! Level! A semi-final against City! Only on the field 2 minutes, and Eze's moved back, fed him through on goal. And I've got to say, the keeper, absolute howler, and Pep Guardiola's fuming. He's got to be fuming with his keeper, because I don't think we should have scored there. But hey, City like to bottle it. They've bottled it to Leon before, and look at Eze, determined. That's got to be a red card. Come on, referee, do the right thing. A red card. KDB, the captain. This is good. This is bloody very good against City. And where's Ward-Prowse when you need him? At least Eze's up for taking the free kick. The number 32, that's absolutely terrible. No power, no pace, just straight into the hands of Ederson. Apart from that woeful save or non-save, he's done pretty decent. Ball towards Cunningham. Of course, he's not scoring a header from there. As I've worked out why we're doing well, it's Howard Bellis in the defence. And he's done shocking, losing out to Šeško, trying to get it central. As I think it's time he comes off in a minute for Leonardo, but Šeško sent through here. Šeško waits for Ederson to dive. His final action of the game will be a goal against City, a 10-man Manchester City to send West Ham to a final. This is a huge goal. Leonardo to come and see it out now against a Brazilian goalkeeper, but he scores for us, Šeško. City are wobbling, trying to keep us out again right here, and Cunningham to kill the game off. He's over-dribbled it, but as long as they don't get forward, West Ham are in a UCL final as there is the whistle. And I am in disbelief. All my energy went against Milan, but that is 2 comebacks, and that man needs a knighthood, especially in the capital of London. Unite Emirates Irons in the UCL final. As no interview, just headlines. Manchester City collapse as West Ham make the Champions League final. And the fans in disbelief, even the well-known fans amongst the fan base, as Bazinga doesn't stop with his trademark West Ham are massive. As unfortunately we do see who we play in this final already, and it will be Paris Saint-Germain, the richest club in world football, but we've already bloody beaten one, and if we don't win this game, I know we're not having another season, but we're leaving West Ham without UCL football. Oh, and how long is Guido injured for? ACL. I knew it. He didn't get back up. 7 months. He's out the save. And I do actually feel for him because he was really good at one point. As do we have to change the shape or do we just thread in Cunningham? Maybe a bit stupid, but I am thinking a change of shape because I know Rice can be defensive and I'm going to go 5-2-3. Trying something new for the UCL final. Crazy, isn't it? But I do trust that team. We'll change Wan-Bissaka to be happy. As speaking of being happy, the board, me to Unite. Saying, boss, where's your body? But also, you've done a really good job for us. Reaching a UCL final is beyond West Ham's wildest dreams. And we are so very grateful for your improvement to this football club. So yes, thank you, Unite. We've had a good spell with you in charge. And we'd like to offer you a new deal. 5-year contract on the table. Which Unai says, thank you. I'll definitely take that for the future. As win, lose or draw, we have improved West Ham together, but it would be good to win. and just make history. And yes, I am aware we did have Harry Maguire on the bench, but I'm going with Declan Rice sitting back. Cunningham, he has to start. Brilliant game last time out, and we are in the away kit, which sucks just a little bit, but at least there's no blue clashing. Speaking of clashing, we actually did have a game against Liverpool for the final game, and we actually won that 1-0. Meaning momentum into this finale, as can we use it to our advantage? Bowen to Wan-Bissaka, now needs to get the ball across. Into Cunningham, shrugging off his man. You can see there's already less players in the middle. Chip over, does reach Wan-Bissaka. Šeško to turn out, and to get his shot off. As West Ham United having a shot on target in the UCL final, but can it be more than that this time? Wan-Bissaka towards Eze. And so far the formation seeming like it's pretty good. I know they'd go to that spot, but Declan Rice is there to cover against Mbappe. Good tackle. Go on, Declan Rice. Sensational as now Eze. Look at that ball towards Bowen, who somehow stayed in the team all the time. He's been terrible the entirety of this save, but maybe in this final, all can be forgiven. Mr. West Ham, as Wan-Bissaka putting a ball towards the back post. Looking for Mo Kudus, who looks to get a tackle, misses it, and now Kylian Mbappe. Rice is marking him out. He's still not past his man on though. When Alvarez steps out to Mbappe, that's a brilliant tackle, but lost it. Now to Elgato. Saving the end from Lunning, keeping us in it. And Declan Rice with the header. We need to hoof this away. Or calmly with Wan-Bissaka, who slipped. No! Oh my days, we're very lucky. A second half, here we go. Right, 0-0. Not needing a comeback is actually a good feeling as a Kanji. That's not a good feeling. Rounded. Don't let them score right now. It's Dembele inside in towards Gaia, allowing us to maybe break as Jose Gaia, the captain, the first signing we ever made. Jose Gaia running through here. The Spaniard on goal. It's saved. It's in with 10 minutes left of the game. Jose Gaia may win us the Champions League title. I know this is the final episode, but I had no expectation at all to win this trophy. And West Ham may do it. An FA Cup, Community Shield. We haven't come close to the Premier League, although we did, actually, but never in front. Still, in front in a final. Cunningham's come off as well for Harry Maguire and Eberechi Eze. A terrible ball. Maguire, he's lost track of it into Miguel. Good save, Andre Lunin. Experienced at this level again. Another good save, as is the final corner, surely. And we aren't in front of our man, Kyle Walker. Destiny Adobe. He's hit the side netting, and West Ham hit the Champions League. Never in a million years would I expect Jose Gaia, at the first time of asking, to win West Ham the Champions League. But Unai Emery's done it, and I have no idea how he's done it without Paqueta, Guido. Cunningham was in our midfield. Doing it for West Ham, who have won the Conference League, failed in the Europa, but Champions League glory ends out our save. And yes, the captain excited, lifting the trophy again, as maybe you guys are excited, because FC 25 comes soon.